Hello, and welcome to the culmination of what has been a magical season for Kenny North and the DC Silly Nannies Fantasy Football League champions. Kenny North.
Thank you. Thank you.
Can I just say, it is an absolute honor to be here in your presence.
I'm sure it has. I'm sure it has been.
Actor, comedian, philanthropist, philosopher, Fantasy Football League champion. Which one of these means most to you?
Well, I think that's quite obvious, Vaughn. Fantasy Football League champion defines me as a man. And I worked very hard to get there, and I'm going to go Fantasy Football League champion.
Outstanding. For those of us in the audience who might not know, take us on your 7-week journey in the beginning of the season, where you were undefeated, 7-0.
Well, that was a hell of a roller coaster. My guys, we were hitting on all cylinders. We really weren't challenged by anyone, by any way up until that point. We made it look easy. We made it look easy. I'm excited.
And forgive the turn, but week 8, what happened?
You're trying to make me cry.
No.
No. You're trying to make me cry.
No. Should we give him a tissue?
No. Please, I'm quite all right. I'm quite all right. Oh my God. Go on.
Week 8, you faced against Jordan Ramsey and the Not About That Life team.
No. He's a worthy adversary. Man amongst men, worthy adversary.
What happened that week?
Well, to be perfectly honest with you, Vaughn, a few underperformances on my team's end, and to be perfectly honest, Rob Gronkowski. I'm not going to take anything away from him. He had an amazing game, but Rob Gronkowski scored 41 points, and even with all that, my team did its best. We just couldn't quite get there. We lost by 10 points.
Some would call that luck.
As would I.
Forgive me for this next topic, but your team the next few weeks, it seems, would lose a bit of their swagger.
No apologies necessary. We did. We lost 2 of our next 5 games, and even the ones we won, it was closer than it had to be. We were very fortunate to lock up the number 2 seed and get a bye week. So.
And speaking of byes, what did you say to your team in that time off to motivate them, to encourage them for the weeks to come?
Well, Vaughn, I looked every man in their eyes, and I reminded them of this team's past. We had only made the playoffs 1 time at that point, and we had never won a playoff game. So I think the mantra all through that bye week, all through practice was, why not us? Why not us?
A mantra well worth it, it would appear. You went on to win 141-84.
Yeah.
Surely you must have felt good about that.
Yeah, no, I couldn't have been prouder of a group of men. I mean, we had that game wrapped up. It was open and shut. Everybody did their job that day. Everyone pulled their weight.
Certainly. And then you would go on to face a familiar foe in Jordan Ramsey. What was going through your mind?
Yeah, obviously there was a chip on my shoulder, having lost to him a few weeks prior. And I remember after the game, I went up to him, I shook hands with him on the field, and I told him I would see him in the championship. So this was, it was that much better.
Going into the championship, you have your starting quarterback, Jay Cutler, benched. Your starting tight end, Kyle Rudolph, injured. What did you do?
Well, I was very fortunate to have an amazing backup in Colin Kaepernick. Colin, I love you. you're out there somewhere. I was very fortunate to have Colin Kaepernick as my backup quarterback, who went out and got me 30 points that day. And really, I looked at the numbers and I felt I didn't really need a tight end. So, you know, I had that much faith and confidence in my men.
And you went on to maintain a 30-point lead. And I'm certain at this point you must have been pouring the champagne.
No, actually I didn't. Any coach, you coach from beginning to end. And we had a comfortable lead, but I knew he still had Marshawn Lynch playing later on that Sunday night, so you have to give him all the respect in the world when you play a guy like Marshawn Lynch. We didn't count our chickens just yet. Yeah.
And then, boom, Marshawn Lynch goes on to lead an electrifying run, bringing Jordan to a 6-point lead. Surely you were thinking, oh no, not again.
Well, Vaughn, I think this is where any coach earns their money. I went up to every man on my team, looked them in their eyes, and I said, men, no one said it was going to be easy, so strap up, it's game time. I knew I still had Jeremy Hill of the Cincinnati Bengals playing Monday night. Jeremy has been pretty solid for me all season, so. And lucky for me, he went out there that Monday night and scored 18 points and sealed my victory for me.
It would appear we need to add inspirational speaker to that list of titles of people.
Oh, go on.
Tom Landry, Bear Bryant, Vince Lombardi, Bill Belichick, and now Kenny North. Thank you for gracing us with your presence.
You're welcome.